Hey class, these are the notes for section 4.6. We're going to be working on multiplying mixed numbers. So in our skills maintenance, we're going to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions, and then vice versa. We may have some improper fractions to convert to mixed numbers. So if you remember, when we were converting the improper fraction, we multiply here, and then we add the top number. So it's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. And so then we'll have 9 plus 2, and then over 3. So that's going to be 11 thirds. Okay, and same thing here. 4 times 2, we're going to times there, and then we're going to add the top number. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 over 2, so that's going to be 9 over 2. And then for number 3, 2 times 8, and then we're going to add 3 to that, so that'll be 16 plus 3 over 8. 16 plus 3 is 19, so 19 eighths. All right, now on the rest of these, we're going the other direction. We're going to divide, right? 11 divided by 4. 4 goes into 11 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. I subtract that. I get 2 3/4. And then if I want to check that, I can say 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11, so I know that that works. Okay, 7 divided by 3. 3 can go into 7 twice, which is 6, and you have a remainder of 1, so that's 2 1/3. And number 6, 11 divided by 2. 2 goes into 11 5 times, and that would be 10, so we have a remainder of 1, so that would be 5 1/2. Okay, so that's stuff we've done before. All right, now here it says add or subtract the mixed numbers. Okay, so here 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 plus 1 is 3, so 4 3/4. Number 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, 2/3 minus 1/3 is 1/3. Number 3, 5 minus 2 is 3, 4/5 minus 1/5 is 3/5, so I got 3 1/5. And 4 minus 2 is 2, 3/4 minus 1/4 is 2/4. Now in that one I can simplify it a little bit. If I divide by 2, then that can be 2 1/2. And number 5, 3 1/8 plus 2 5/8, that would be 5 6/8. And again, I can divide by 2. And so for that one, I'm going to get 5 3/4. Okay. All right, so what we're going to concentrate on with our new skill is going to be multiplying mixed numbers. Okay, so this is what we were just doing before. You know, we'd multiply 9 times 7 and then add 3, so 9 times 7 is 63, plus 3 is 66, and then the 7 stays the same on the bottom. Okay, so this lapse method, they're going to keep talking about that, but I'm not going to get too hung up on that particular part of it. I guess we are working it out though here. Okay, so in order to multiply mixed numbers, so what we have to do first is we have to change them to improper fractions, okay? So we're going to go 3 times 3, right here, 3 times 3, and then we're going to add 2, okay? So that's going to be 9 plus 2 over 3, so that will be 11 thirds, and then we're multiplying that by 1/2, so then we can multiply across. 11 times 1 is 11, 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so we perform the operation there, and then simplifying it, if we want to change it back into a mixed number, 6 goes into 11 just the one time, and we have a remainder of 5, so it's 1 5/6. Okay. All right, next one, we're going to do the same thing. So 2 times 5 plus 1, so that's going to be 10 plus 1 over 5, and that's going to be 11/5. And then this one, 4 times 4 plus 3, that would be 16 plus 3 over 4, which is going to be 19 over 4. And now if we multiply that, 11/5 times 19/4. Ooh, those get to be some pretty big numbers. So if we do 11 times 19, I know that, well, we can just work it out here. So we'd have 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 1 is 1, 0, and then we'd have 9 here, 1 here, and we would get 209. So my top number is 209, bottom number is 20. So if I take 209 divided by 20, that's going to go in there 1, just 20, and I get it. So that's going to be then 0 for that. 20 goes into 9 0 times. So I get a remainder of 9. So it's 10 and 9/20ths for that one. Okay. So multiplying mixed numbers is easy if we change the mixed numbers into improper fractions first, then we can multiply across. Okay, so they're going to give us some that aren't quite as large here. So let's change them into improper fractions. Not 3 times 3 plus 1. 3 times 3 plus 1 over 3. And that would be 9 plus 1 is 10 over 3. And then we'd have 2 times 4 plus 1 over 4. 8 plus 1 is 9 over 4. So then we're going to take 10 over 3 times 9 over 4. So then I get 90 over 12. Okay. So we want to change it back to a mixed number. So, and actually before I do that, I can divide these both by 2 because they're both even numbers. 90 divided by 2 is 45. 12 divided by 2, ooh, I think I could have gone bigger than that. 12 divided by 2 is 6. I think I can divide these by 3 now. 45 divided by 2, or sorry, 45 divided by 3 is 15, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now I can divide this out. 15 divided by 2, 2 goes into 15 7 times, and there's a remainder of 1, so it would be 7 1/2 for that one. Okay. All right. This one, I'm going to see if we can do this in our head. 1 times 8 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so that's 9/8. Okay. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, so I'd have 11 over 2. Now I can multiply across. 11 times 9 is 99, 8 times 2 is 16. Oops. So I would have 99 divided by 16. And 16, let's see how many times. That's kind of a tougher one to do in our head, but if you have your multiplication chart, you can maybe get it figured out. Let's see, what if we do 5, 6? I think I can go 6 times. 16 times 6 is 96, so that's going to work. 6 times 96, I get a remainder of 3, so I get 6 3/16. Okay. And here, we're going to go 1 times 3 plus 1, that's going to be 4/3. And then 3 times 3 plus 2 is 11/3, and then we're going to multiply across. 44 over 9. I'm going to divide that out. 44 divided by 9. 9 goes into 44. Let's go 4 times. So 4 times 9 is 36, and we get a remainder of 8, so it's 4 8/9. 4 8/9. Okay. And is this the, oh, we got one more word problem. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so I get 5 over 2 for the first one. And then here, 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6, so I get 6/5. And so that's going to be 6 times 5 is 30, 2 times 5 is 10, and this one's easy to divide out. 30 over 10, that just simplifies to 3. I guess what I could have done if I had been paying better attention, I could have just crossed out these 5s right away too and got 6 over 2, which is also the same as 3. Okay. Okay, a little bit of a word problem here. So to calculate area or square footage, you just have to multiply the dimensions that are given here. Okay, so for the bathroom, since it's 4.5 yards by 2 1/3 yards, we need to multiply those to figure out how much carpet is needed. Okay, so it's going to be 4 1/2 times, oops, it was 2 1/3. Now I want to change those again to improper fractions. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so that's 9 over 2. and then that's going to be multiplied by 2 times 3 plus 1 is 7 over 3. So it'll be 63 over 6, and if I divide that out, 63 divided by 6, let's go in there 1 time, and that's going to go in there 0 times, and a remainder of 3. So 10 and 3/6, which would be 10 and 1/2. And that would be square yards. So 10 and 1/2 for that one. Okay, for the kitchen, let's see if I can convert these before writing it out here. So 8 times 3 is 24, plus 2 is 26. So that'll be 26/3. And then the second dimension here, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So I'll have 9 over 2. So 26 times 9. I see some simplifying I could maybe do, but we'll just do this. So 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 5 is 23, so that's 234. And then over 6. If I divide that out, 234 divided by 6. 6 goes into 23 3 times, that's 18. 54. And 9 times 6 is 54. So exactly 39 for that one. Okay, and it's square yards is what that would be. Maybe you haven't seen that unit before, but when you multiply yards times yards, you say yards with a little 2 exponent on it. Okay, living room. It's 11 times 4 and 1/2. So 11, which is, I'm going to say 11 over 1 so we can do the fraction. 4 and 1/2, 4 times 2 plus 1 would be 9 over 2. And then we're going to multiply, that would be 99 over 2. And if I divide out 99 over 2, that's going to be 49. It's going to go in there 49 times 49 and 1/2 square yards for that one. Okay. I'm not going to spend time doing the total here. We just have to add all those up. Okay, so that's the basic idea. You change them to improper fractions and multiply, and then convert back to a mixed number. All right, so that's it for this lesson.